Buys/injuries have made it a barren running back fantasy landscape out there in the wilderness. But no worries, I got 3 good options. This is Mayo's Triple Play, stardom running backs. Yes, the Seahawks are a bad matchup. But have you seen Zach Stacy lately? Guy's a monster. Dude's gigantic. And yardage will be tough to come by, but really, who has Seattle shut down so far this season? Trent Richardson? Maurice Jones-Drew? Chris Johnson? What a bunch of world beaters. Not saying the Seahawks aren't good, but they are much better at home than on the road. They've allowed 17 fantasy points per game to running backs outside the Pacific Northwest, and just 9 will in Seattle. This game, it's on the road. Roy Halou, not Junior, because if you want to be called Junior, you should have just declared that right away. You're not Titus Young Sr., you can't just switch halfway through. And this matchup, though, against the Broncos, really works for Halou in 2 ways. The first, Washington's going to try to run the ball to keep Denver off the field. Or they're going to fall so far behind, they need a pass catcher out of the backfield. That is Roy Halou, not Alfred Morris. His 3 touchdowns last week, probably an aberration, and Morris is still probably the better start. But Denver has given up a league-high 10 touchdowns to running backs so far. Yes, Stanley Havili scored against them last week. Stanley! How brutal is the Vikings' run defense? On Monday night, they made us forget Peyton Hillis on the cover of Madden was an awful idea. And plus, Eddie Lacy is just trying to spite me for calling him a bust in the preseason. Without Randall Cobb, without James Jones, and Jermike Finley, you're going to see more consistent touches and through the passing game as well. Normally, the Packers give up on the run right away, but not anymore. Lacy's had 23, 23, and 22 carries the last 3 weeks. I'm not blind. You got to use Eddie Lacy. Those are my 3 stardom running backs for Week 8, and if you want to put those picks to good use, try some daily fantasy over at fantasyfeud.com. Tons of daily tournaments running every day, but there's one you want to get into, the RotoExperts Adam Ronis Challenge. Play every week until Week 11, win, then square off with the genius one-on-one for $1,000. Completely free. Find the details at fantasyfeud.com/Ronis. I'm Pat Mayo. See you next time.